Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Welcome to Al Munir High School e-learning system. This is your biology book of class 10. We are going to do chapter number 13, support and movement. In this chapter we will study about the human skeleton, the types of joints, muscles and movement, disorders of skeletal system. The organisms with greater sizes need support to keep their body mass as one unit. Why do the big organisms need support? The question is, why do the big organisms need support? So the organism with greater size, they need support to keep their body mass as one unit. So this is particularly true for the organism that live on land. तो ये specially उन organism के लिए है that live on land. We know that movement and locomotion are characteristics of the animals. Now define the term movement. What is movement? Movement is a general term meaning the act of changing place or position by entire body or by its parts. तो movement क्या है? Act of changing place or position by the entire body or by its parts. यानी या तो just आप parts move कर रहे हैं या अपनी आप whole body की position change कर रहे हैं. That is considered as the movement. And there are two types of movements. That is number one, movement of body parts and locomotion. And what is the locomotion? Locomotion is the movement of an animal as a whole from one place to another. यानी जो term locomotion means the movement of whole body from one place to another place. In this chapter we will study the human skeletal system, that is skeleton, which is primarily responsible for the support and movement. यानी the basic support and movement in human is due to skeleton. And what is human skeleton? Skeletal system or skeleton is defined as the framework of hard articulated structures that provide the physical support. यानी एक ये हार्ड आर्टिकुलेटेड स्ट्रक्चर होता है विच इज़ प्रोवाइडिंग अस द फिजिकल सपोर्ट, अटैचमेंट फॉर द स्केलेटल मसल्स एंड प्रोटेक्शन फॉर द बॉडीज ऑफ द एनिमल्स. यानी अटैचमेंट भी कर दे रहा है मसल्स को, सपोर्ट भी प्रोवाइड कर रहा है एंड आल्सो प्रोटेक्ट द बॉडीज ऑफ द एनिमल्स. द स्केलेटल सिस्टम ऑफ सम इनवर्टिब्रेट्स, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आर्थ्रोपॉड्स, इज ऑन द आउटसाइड ऑफ द बॉडी एंड इज कॉल्ड एक्सोस्केलेटन. Like other vertebrates, the human skeleton is on the inside of the body and it is called endoskeleton. अब आपके skeleton की जो two terms हैं, exoskeleton and endoskeleton. Endoskeleton like human skeleton which is present inside the body, and if it is present outside the body like arthropods, so it is called exoskeleton. In the living body, the skeleton is very much alive. यानी एक लिविंग बॉडी में सबसे ज़्यादा जो स्केलेटन जो है इट इज़ वेरी मच अलाइव. बोन्स एंड कार्टिलेजेस आर मेड अप ऑफ लिविंग सेल्स एंड आल्सो हैव नर्व्स एंड ब्लड वेसल्स इन देम. दे ग्रो एंड हैव द एबिलिटी टू रिपेयर देमसेल्व्स. यानी बोन्स और कार्टिलेजेस जो हैं लिविंग सेल्स में ये अलाइव होती हैं, इनमें नर्व्स भी प्रेजेंट हैं, ब्लड वेसल्स आर आल्सो प्रेजेंट इन देम एंड दे आल्सो हैव द एबिलिटी टू ग्रो एंड रिपेयर इटसेल्फ. अब व्हाट इज़ द रोल ऑफ स्केलेटल सिस्टम? यानी स्केलेटल सिस्टम का क्या रोल है? द बिग फंक्शंस ऑफ स्केलेटल सिस्टम आर प्रोटेक्शन, सपोर्ट एंड मूवमेंट. तो इन आवर बॉडी skeleton works very closely with the muscular system to help us move. यानी हमारी मूवमेंट में ये मस्कुलर सिस्टम के साथ मिलकर काम कर रहा है. सिमिलरली द स्केलेटन प्रोवाइड्स प्रोटेक्शन टू मैनी इंटरनल ऑर्गन्स. फॉर एग्जांपल द स्कल प्रोटेक्ट्स ब्रेन, vertebral column protects the spinal cord, and ribs protect most of our other internal organs. Vertebral column also provides the main support to our body mass. Define the term bone and cartilage. Yani what is bone and what is cartilage? Overall, the human skeleton is made up of bony framework, but in certain parts, this framework is supplemented by the cartilage. यानी जो हमारा टोटल फ्रेमवर्क है इट इज़ बोनी इन स्ट्रक्चर, बट देर इज़ ऑल्सो सम फ्रेमवर्क विच इज़ सप्लीमेंटेड बाय द कार्टिलेज. वो कहाँ पे? दैट इज़ नंबर 1 कार्टिलेज. कार्टिलेज इज़ अ डेंस क्लियर ब्लू वाइट फर्म कनेक्टिव टिश्यू बट लेस स्ट्रॉन्ग देन द बोन. कार्टिलेज जो है वो डेंसर है, क्लियर ब्लू वाइट कलर का फर्म कनेक्टिव टिश्यू है बट लेस स्ट्रॉन्ग देन द बोन, यानी बोन से लेस स्ट्रॉन्गर होता है. द सेल्स ऑफ द कार्टिलेज आर कॉल्ड chondrocytes. What does the cell of cartilage called? Chondrocyte. Each chondrocyte lies in a fluid space called lacuna. It lies in the fluid space. These are the fluid space. They are called lacuna, present in the matrix of cartilage. This is called matrix of cartilage, and these are the fluid spaces. This called lacuna. The matrix of cartilage also contains collagen fibers. Blood vessels do not enter the cartilage. There are 3 types of cartilage. Cartilage and bone, यहाँ पे इंफॉर्मेशन है उसको आप हाईलाइट कर लें, फिर उसके बाद हम टाइप्स ऑफ कार्टिलेज पढ़ेंगे. द कार्टिलेज एंड बोन आर टाइप्स ऑफ कनेक्टिव टिश्यू इन एनिमल्स. मोस्ट कनेक्टिव टिश्यू कंटेन collagen fibers in a matrix, while tendon and ligaments are other connective tissues that contain tightly packed collagen fibers. Now we will study about the types of cartilage. Number 1, hyaline cartilage. What is hyaline cartilage? Hyaline cartilage is strong yet flexible. ये क्या है? This is strong but also flexible. It is found covering the ends of the long bones. यानी जितनी भी लॉन्ग्स बोन्स हैं लाइक नोज, लेरिंग्स, ट्रैकिया एंड ब्रोंकियल ट्यूब्स. नंबर 2, इलास्टिक कार्टिलेज. It is similar in structure to hyaline cartilage. It is also quite strong but has elasticity due to a network of elastic fibers in addition to collagen fibers. Yani with collagen fiber there are also elastic fiber are also present in them. That is why it is quite strong but also has the elasticity. It is found in epiglottis or pinna, etc. Number 3, fibrous cartilage. It is very tough and less flexible due to large number of thick collagen fibers present in knitted form, and it is found in intervertebral discs. यानी जो हमारी इंटरवर्टेब्रल डिस्क है ये फाइब्रस कार्टिलेज उसमें प्रेजेंट होती है, एंड इट इज़ वेरी टफ एंड लेस फ्लेक्सिबल. ओनली इलास्टिक कार्टिलेज इज फ्लेक्सिबल एंड इट इज़ प्रेजेंट इन द एपिग्लोटिस और पिना. हाइलाइन कार्टिलेज जो है इट इज़ flexible, less flexible than the elastic cartilage, and it is found in the ends of the long bones. Now we will study about bone. What is bone? Bone is the hardest connective tissue in the body. Body does not move only, support and protects the various parts of body, but also produce red and white blood cells and strong minerals. यानी क्या है? हार्ड कनेक्टिव टिश्यू है ये. It not only moves, support and protects the various part of the body but also produce the red and white blood cells and some minerals. This is hyaline cartilage present at the end of the long bones. These are the muscles attached to the bones. This is what intervertebral disc. ठीक है? Fibrous cartilage. Fibrous cartilage is present in the intervertebral disc of the vertebra. The hard outer layer of a bone is called compact bone. यानी जो हमारी हार्ड आउटर लेयर होती है ये बोन की, this is called compact bone, while the interior of bone is soft and porous. This is anterior. Interior soft भी है और porous भी है. This is called spongy bone. This is called spongy bone. Spongy bone contains the blood vessels and bone marrow. यानी स्पॉन्जी बोन्स में बोन मैरो भी प्रेजेंट होता है एंड आल्सो कंटेन्स द ब्लड वेसल्स. बेबीज आर बोर्न विद अबाउट 300 सॉफ्ट बोन्स. सम ऑफ दीज बोन्स लेटर फ्यूज टुगेदर सो दैट द एडल्ट स्केलेटन हैज 206 हार्ड बोन्स. Like cartilage, the matrix of bones also contains the collagen. but it also contains minerals, that is calcium and phosphate. We know that cartilage contains a single type of cell, yani cartilage has only single type, that are cleganole. On the other hand, bones contain the different type of cells, and the mature bone cells are called osteocytes. The mature bone cells are called osteocytes. Now यहाँ पर आप क्वेश्चन मेंशन कर ले, what are osteocytes? The mature bone cells are called osteocytes. This is bone matrix, and these are the osteocytes, the mature bone cells in lacunae, and canal containing the blood vessels. This is the internal structure of the bone. Adrius Vesalius, 1514 to 1564, is honored for developing modern anatomical studies. Vesalius was born in Brussels, Belgium. He made many discoveries in anatomy based on the studies made by dissection of human dead bodies. उसने क्या किया था? He dissected the human dead bodies and made many discoveries in anatomy. His book contained the most accurate depictions of the whole skeleton and muscles of the human body. Components of human skeleton. The 206 bones in the adult human skeleton are organized into a longitudinal axis, that is axial skeleton, to which appendicular skeleton is attached. Now we will study about the axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. The axial skeleton. Axial skeleton consists of the 80 bones in the head and trunk of body. यानी axial skeletons में number of bones कितनी है? 80 bones हैं, and they are present in the head and trunk of the body. It is composed of 5 parts. Skull contains 22 bones, out of which 8 are cranial bones, यानी which are enclosing the brain, and 14 are facial bones. There are 6 middle ear osseous, 3 in each ear. Meaning there middle ear में there are 3 bones present. Total number of because there are 2 ears, so the total number of middle ear osseous are 6. There is also a hyoid bone. Hyoid bone is present in the neck. Vertebral column contains 26 bones, यानी vertebrae. The chest is made up of a chest bone called sternum, and there are 12 ribs, 12 pair of ribs. यानी total there are 24 ribs are present. Now the second is appendicular skeleton. In appendicular skeleton is composed of 126 bones. यानी 126 plus 80 equal to 206. यानी an adult is made up of 206 bones. And there are 2 types of bone: axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. Axial skeleton has 80 bones and appendicular skeleton has 126 bones. Pectoral यानी shoulder girdle is made of 4 bones. Arms have 6 bones. Both hands have 54 bones. Pelvic girdle यानी hips has 2 bones and legs have 6 bones. So both feet have total 54. यानी over hand and feet total have 54 bones. यानी each hand यानी total 2 hands collectively has 54 bones, and इसी तरह से collectively 2 feet have 54 bones. This is skull. This is pectoral girdle. Rib cage यानी 12 pair of ribs. Arm, hand, and this is the vertebral column. This is leg, and this is foot. You can see in the diagram the thigh bone is the longest bone in our body. This is thigh bone. Thigh bone is longest bone in our body. Recall your knowledge and name the smallest bone. The smallest bone कौन सी है? The smallest bone is present in the ear. The upper jaw, there is an information. Do you know the upper jaw is fixed with the skull and is composed of 2 bones. यानी this is the upper jaw. It is fixed in the skull and is composed of 2 bones. The lower jaw is mobile. This lower jaw, it is mobile, यानी it can move and articulates with the skull. In lower than 1 bone, In lower vertebrates, the lower jaw is made up of more than one bone, while in mammals it is made up of single bone. During evolution, mammals modified the lower jaw bones and incorporated 4 of them into the middle ear in the form of malleus and incus in both ears. And this adaptation proved the beneficial for mammals. Lower jaw with single bone is stronger, and the malleus and incus also improve the hearing. Now we will study about the types of the joint. What are the types of joint? A joint is the location at which 2 or more bones make the contact. यानी obviously there are number of bones, so there must be an attachment which is joining them. So this is called joint, which is joining the location at which 2 or more bones join together. It is called joint, and they allow the movement and provide the mechanical support. Joints can be classified on the basis of the degree of movement they allow. Number 1, immovable या fixed joints. Such joints allow no movement, as by the name immovable, यानी there is no movement. For example, the joints between the skull bones. Our skull is properly fixed हैं, उसकी bones जो हैं हमारे skulls की, तो there is no movement in the skull bone. Number 2, slightly movable joints. Such joints allow slight movement. For example, the joints between vertebrae. जो हमारे vertebrae हैं in the backbone which is covering the spinal cord, so we will see there is slight movement in the joints. ये है fixed joints, over skull joints, and slight movable ये vertebra. Now movable joints, they allow a variety of movement. For example, shoulder joint, hip joint, elbow joint, knee joint, etc. There are many types of movable joints in body. The main types are hinge joints and ball and socket joints. Now we will study about the types of the movable joints. Number 1, hinge joints. Hinge joints they move back and forth like the hang on a door and allow the movements in one plane only. These are the hinge joints. Like our knee joint and our elbow, they move just back and forth, यानी इनकी just back and forth movement होती है like a door. The knee and elbow are hinge joints. Number 2, ball and socket joints. Ball and socket joints allow the movements in all directions. That is our shoulder joint and our hip joint. The hip and shoulder joints जो हैं they are moving in all directions. So these are called ball and socket joints. और इनकी जो shape है just like this is a ball and socket. ये ball and socket joint, ball and socket की तरह they are fixed to each other and they allow the movement in all directions. The neck joint between vertebral column and head allows the movement side to side. Can you think what would have happened if it were a ball and socket joints? Ball and socket joints जो होते हैं they allow the movement in all directions. So in the above case, the neck joint will allow movement in all directions. Obviously the neck joint क्या करेगा? It allow the movement in all directions. Now roles of tendons and ligaments, यानी what is the role of tendons and ligaments and what functions do the tendons and ligaments perform? Tendons and ligaments are bands of connective tissue made of collagen. Tendons are tough bands and attach muscles to bones. When a muscles contract, tendons exert a pulling force on the attached bone. क्या होता है? Tendons जो हैं they are tough bands. These are like the tough bands and attached the muscle to the bones. यानी muscles are attached with the bones with these tough bands and these tough bands are called tendons. So when a muscle contract, so what the tendons do? Tendons exert a pulling force on the attached bone and which move as a result. So as a result क्या है? Bone will move. Ligaments are strong. Ligaments strong but flexible bands हैं. tendons are not so flexible, but ligaments are flexible and join one bone to another at the joints. They prevent dislocation of the bones at the joints. यानी due to flexibility they prevent the dislocation of the joints. Now muscles and movement. How do the movements in bones are brought about? Yeah, what is meant by origin and insertion? So how movement take place? We know that when bones move at joints, they produce movements. The movements in bones are brought about by contractions of skeletal muscles. यानी skeletal muscles की due to the contraction of these muscles क्या है? The movement occurs in the bones which are attached with them by tendons. The role of skeletal muscle is as follows. And what is now we will study what is the role of skeletal muscle. It is important to remember that muscles can only pull or contract, not push. You should remember itself that muscles can only pull or contract. They cannot push the body for move. So one end of a skeletal muscle is always attached with some immovable bone. This end of muscle is called the origin. यानी always one end of skeletal muscle जो है it always attached with some immovable bone. So this end of muscle is called the origin and other end of muscle is attached with the movable bone and is called the insertion. यानी जो एंड इमूवेबल बोन से अटैच है दैट इज कॉल्ड ओरिजिन एंड विच एंड इज अटैच्ड टू द मूवेबल बोन इज कॉल्ड द इंसर्शन. व्हेन अ मसल इज स्टिमुलेटेड बाय अ नर्व इम्पल्स, यानी व्हेन अ नर्व इम्पल्स रीच टू इट और इट इज स्टिमुलेटेड बाय द नर्व, इट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स टू बिकम शॉर्टर एंड थिकर. ड्यू टू दिस कॉन्ट्रैक्शन it pulls the movable bone at insertion. So most activities in our body like standing, walking, running, playing, etc. require combined action of the several muscles. Skeletal muscles are usually in pairs of antagonists. Skeletal muscles जो हैं ये usually they are in pairs of antagonists. In an antagonistic pair, both muscles do opposite jobs. यानी जो antagonistic pair होता है इसमें both muscles जो हैं they do the opposite jobs. When one muscle contract, the other will relax, and this phenomenon is known as antagonism. What is antagonist? The skeletal muscles which are present in the form of pair, they are called antagonist. And what is antagonism? Antagonism is the phenomena in which one muscle contract and the other relax. That is also called the antagonistic action. When a muscle contract and bends the joint, it is known as flexor muscle, and the movement is called flexion. Which यानी कि the muscle which is contracted or push the joint to move or pull the joint to move or bends the joint, it is known as the flexor muscle. And when a muscle contracts and straightens the joint, when a muscle contracts and straightens the joint, it is known as extensor muscle, and the movement is called extension. Now the question is, what is the difference between flexion and extension? So flexion is when muscle contract and bends the joint is known as flexion, and when a muscle contract and straightens the joint, it is known as extension. Following is an example of the antagonistic action of a pair of skeletal muscle. यानी example क्या है? Bicep and tricep muscles present in our arm, in the upper part of the arm. Bicep is a flexor muscle on the front of the upper arm bone, while tricep is an extensor muscle on the back of arm. Both these muscles have their origin at pectoral girdle, which is immovable, and insertion at one of the two bones of the forearm. When bicep contract, this is bicep, upper arm, जो हमारी upper side पर present होता है. This is bicep. When bicep contract, the forearm is pulled upward, and it is the flexion of elbow joint. यानी it bends the bone. During this flexion, tricep muscles relaxes. When tricep muscle contracts, this is the contraction of tricep muscle. When tricep muscle contracts, the forearm is pulled down, yani it is straightens, and it is the extension at elbow joint. During it, bicep muscle relaxes. In this way, biceps and triceps make up an antagonistic pair of muscles. Similar pairs working antagonistically across other joints provide for almost all the movements of the skeleton. So there is a question, which point of attachment is pulled when a muscle contracts? तो कौन सी attachment pulled होती है? The insertion. Origin is always fixed to immovable joint. So insertion is the point when it is pulled, तो a muscle contracts. Aquatic animals need less skeletal support than land animals of similar size. तो propose an explanation for this facts. क्या होता है कि water buoys and support aquatic animals. Water क्या करता है? It supports the aquatic animals. The skeleton of aquatic animals, for example fishes, function primarily in protecting internal organs, providing point of attachment for muscles, internal organs, providing points of attachment for muscles and keeping the body from collapsing during the movement. तो ये क्या करते हैं, मसल्स जो हैं वो बॉडी को फॉर्म उसको क्लैप्स भी नहीं होने देते ड्यूरिंग द मूवमेंट इन द वाटर. तो नाउ वी विल स्टडी अबाउट द डिसऑर्डर्स ऑफ द स्केलेटल सिस्टम. एंड द सेकेंड थिंग इज दैट कि लैंड एनिमल्स में इन हाउएवर लैंड एनिमल्स में स्केलेटन इज मॉडिफाइड टू प्रोवाइड सपोर्ट अगेंस्ट ग्रेविटी, and it must be strong enough to support relatively powerful muscle that propel the land animal across the land. So water has buoyant effect on the fish and aquatic animal of the body, so the requirement for skeleton support is not as demanding in aquatic animal as it in land animals. तो इसमें जो skeleton की जो support है वो it is not so demanding than the land animals. Now what are the disorders of the skeletal system? The following disorder of skeletal system are important. Number 1, osteoporosis. Osteoporosis is a bone disease in adults, especially in old people. It is more common in old women. In osteoporosis क्या है? There is a decrease in the density. There is a decrease in the density of bones due to loss of calcium and phosphorus. ऑस्टियोप्रोसिस में ये कि बाय द जैसे से आपकी एज जो है वो पास ऑन होती जाती है, देयर इज़ अ लॉस ऑफ कैल्शियम एंड फॉस्फोरस एंड इट इज़ मोर कॉमन इन ओल्ड वुमेन. इट इज़ वन ऑफ द फंक्शंस ऑफ एस्ट्रोजन टू डिपॉजिट मिनरल्स इन बोन्स. व्हेन रिप्रोडक्टिव साइकिल स्टॉप्स इन फीमेल्स, नॉट इनफ एस्ट्रोजन इज secreted. It may be due to malnutrition, yani lack of proteins and vitamin C, lack of physical activities or deficiency of estrogen hormone. In old age क्या है? There is decreased secretion of growth hormones and it also leads to decreased deposition of minerals in the bone matrix. यानी जैसे से आपका एस्ट्रोजन हार्मोन की डेफिशिएंसी होती जाती है तो there is decreased secretion of growth hormone and it also leads to the decreased deposition of the minerals in the bone matrix. Number 2, arthritis. Arthritis means inflammation in the joints. It is also very common in old age and in women. It is characterized by pain and stiffness in the joints, particularly in the weight-bearing joints. For example, hip joint or ankle joint. The treatment of arthritis includes painkiller and anti-inflammatory medicines. There are many types of arthritis. Number 1, osteoarthritis. Number 2, rheumatoid arthritis. Number 3, gout. Osteoarthritis. It is due to degeneration in the cartilage present at joints or due to decreased lubricant production at joint. यानी हमारी जो joints locations है अगर वहाँ पर lubricate decrease हो जाए, यानी there is a lubrication for the movement of the joints. If there is a decreased lubricant or if there is a degeneration of cartilage, तो in this case क्या होगा? It will be osteoarthritis, and in this arthritis fusion of the bones at joint may occur and joint may become totally immovable. And number two, what happens in rheumatoid arthritis? It involves the inflammation of the membranes at joints. Inflammation of the membranes at joint. Its symptoms include fatigue, low-grade fever, pain, and stiffness in the joints. Number three, gout. It is characterized by the accumulation of uric acid crystals in movable joints. तो it generally attacks the टो जॉइंट्स, यानी जो हमारे टो जॉइंट्स है ज़्यादातर ये उस पर अटैक करता है, और इसमें ये क्या होता है कि हमारे जॉइंट्स में, मूवेबल जॉइंट्स में देयर इज एक्यूमुलेशन ऑफ द यूरिक एसिड क्रिस्टल्स. There is an practical to investigate the chemical nature of the bone. You read it properly. Now we will go for the MCQs. Now we will do now MCQs. Just highlight the correct answer. Find the ball and socket joint. Number 1. This is answer is number option B is correct. Joint at pelvic girdle and leg bones. These are made up of ball and socket joint. Number 2. All these are the parts of axial skeleton of humans except C option is right, shoulder girdle. This is not the part of axial skeleton. Number 3. The disorders in which there is an accumulation of uric acid in joint is number A option is right, gout. What is correct about tendons? Number 4, C option is correct. Tendons are non-elastic and they join muscles with bones. Number 5, how many bones make our skull? 5 का B part is correct. 22 bones make our skull. What are the main components of a bone? The main components of a bone are compact bone, spongy bone and marrow. What do some bones produce? Some bones produce blood cells. How would you define the skeletal system? All the bones in body and the tissues that connect them. Number 9. Find the incorrect statement. So C is incorrect. Bone is a dry and non-living supporting structure. It is incorrect statement. The purpose of rib cage is to protect the heart and lungs. Now short question. Differentiate between cartilage and bone. If you see on now mark the question, students. What is the difference between cartilage and bone? This is. What is the difference between cartilage and bone? This is cartilage is a dense, clear, blue-white, firm connective tissue but less strong than the bones, while bone is the hardest connective tissue in the body. Our next question is, what is the role of a skeleton in support and movement? If you see on the topic, role of skeletal system. Role of skeletal system in support and movement. Skeletal system, यहाँ से आप start करेंगे. Skeleton provides protection to many internal organs. For example, skull protects the brain, vertebral column protects spinal cord, and ribs protect most of other internal organs. And it is the framework of hard articulative structures that provide physical support, attachment for skeletal muscles and protection for the bodies of the animals. So this is the role of skeleton in support and movement. Now the third question, short question is, how would you differentiate between osteoporosis and arthritis? This is on our last pages of the chapter. What is osteoporosis and arthritis? How would you differentiate them? This is osteoporosis. It is a bone disease in adults, especially in old people, and it is more common in old women. In osteoporosis, there is a decrease in density of bones due to loss of calcium and phosphorus. While arthritis means inflammation in the joint, and it is also very common in old age and in women. And this is characterized by pain and stiffness in the joint, particularly in the weight bearing joints, hip joint and ankle joint. Question number 4. In fourth short question is label the bicep and triceps in the following diagram and also mention their contracted or relaxed states. This is the labeling of the bicep and tricep muscle. Now, understanding the concept, what are the main components of the axial skeleton and the appendicular skeleton of human? These are the main components. These are the main components of axial skeleton and appendicular skeleton. Now, ये आपके both paragraphs, you will write the complete detail of both paragraphs. Now, second question, describe the types of joints and give example. These are the types of joints. Complete यहाँ तक आपने write down करना है. And question number 3, what are the ligaments and tendons? What functions do they perform? Role of tendons and ligaments. आपका ये पूरा complete topic आपने यहाँ तक write करना है. Question number 4 is explain antagonism in muscle action, selecting bicep and tricep as an example. This is the answer of your 13.3 is the answer of this question. ये आपने complete till with the example जो है वो write करना है. This was your chapter number 13 of biology class 10. Do your learning properly. Allah Hafiz.